So do the thing this and be like, oh my god, it's me.
Good morning.
Bro.
I hear that.
So talking about like obviously in this day and age, I think that obviously with music especially, it's influencing a lot of people's attitudes to how they should be living life, especially sexually. So I think it's a thing where you got you got some dark people, and I think it might have started from like well, I can't say who it started from, but a key figure right now is Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh,
I think it was
real ass.
No, yeah, that's what I said. It started from before, but I said that's what I say. I can't say where it started from because like you could say, what's that girl that mashed up her face? Not Nicki Minaj. No, Little Kim fam. No, I'm telling you, no, you literally surgically mash up her face on it. Little Kim. Like, it could have started from there, but I'm just gonna say a key figure now is Megan Thee Stallion, innit?
She's just carrying it on.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm envious about her knees fam. I'd like her knees fam. I ain't got that knee no more.
So you can drop it low?
No, stop that. There's no need to go there.
Bad knee comes to the knees. Bad Sean.
But yeah, fam, like literally. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that you're right about the savage life though. Like it's not for everyone, man. It's not for everyone. Like
It's not fam.
you know, there's enough people out there right now that's just trying to live that life. And don't get me wrong, people do it with music all the time. You go out to the club, you say the lyrics to a song, whatever, but you're not really living that lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's like the man them when Stay Scheming comes on.
Oh yeah.
You grab any stranger. Any stranger fam. Top of our lungs.
Just like,
Hey, roll safe, brother. Yeah, get home safe. You're my G still.
Shout me.
Okay, link up soon. Even though man is.
What's his name again? But you're right though. You're right. It's like not everyone's built for the savage life, and it's okay not to be, man. It's okay if you just want a nice little, you like little relationship with someone or whatever.
Don't force it, man.
Don't force it, man.
Don't be trying all the man like Max Sauce, fam.
Yeah.
One guy's barbecue sauce, the next man is sweet and sour. You got the sweet curry, and you're just trying to dip your nugget into different. What are you doing, man? You're not built for that, fam.
Because they don't know what they're doing.
Double dipping, bruv. None of that right here.
Double crumbs in one sauce.
Double dip, fam.
Bare little piece of
Little breadcrumbs in one sauce.
in the ketchup. Nah, get out of there, bruv. Don't double dip, bruv. Stay
But
in your sauce. Because they don't know what they're doing as well, yeah.
They don't know.
They
don't have a Scooby blood.
fam. Like, literally, they don't know what they're doing, so they just fuck it up. And then they're like, oh, guys are shit, fam. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just all that men are trash. Men are trash.
You ain't had a boyfriend before. How are men are trash? Have you been with every man before? Have you?
No, like that.
No. So how are men are trash?
Yeah, and on the flip side of it as well, you know what I mean? Like,
Some guys are trash.
No, some guys are horrid.
Some guys are trash.
It's
But
true
you know
though.
what? Some women,
But so
some
women.
women have
So what
their
some
own
women?
ways as well.
Some women are actually horrible, fam.
But you know what?
Yeah.
It's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But like,
It's kind of frightening.
The worst one is when you
What
see
they
a
can do.
nice girl,
The nicest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a
tight
good-
wife for you, fam. Yeah.
When she was a nice girl, and now she belonged to the streets.
The streets.
I think that that's we need.
Your mom's a
I've
hoe.
seen so many like good girls over the years, just being like, when I say abused, I mean abused in the sense of like emotionally, innit? And it just turns them, and it's like it turns them ugly, man, and they just start doing a whole madness.
Yeah.
They lose their, like, you think like raw, like that's wifey type. Like I will put a ring on your finger. A couple years later, you hearing stories about how there's this
The maddest
backing off man, and bruv, it's nuts.
So
And
horrible.
then they go
It's
missing
nuts.
for a year, and all of a sudden got
Come back,
a
they got, like,
sonogram.
fam.
It's peak, fam.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
that's what I hate to see the most. Like a good girl gone bad. Like word to Rihanna, fam. I hate to see that.
Do you know who I think finds it harder though? Bad girls that have gone good.
That's impossible, fam.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Bad
There's some girls back in
bruv, for
secondary
me-
school
Okay,
and college.
bro. Tell me now, yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Hypothetically, yeah. Alright, so hypothetically, yeah. You got a girl that
We did.
Sorry. What footsie?
you got a girl. You're stupid. Alright, so you got a girl, yeah, who was like a bit of a biz back in school.
Yeah.
So now, obviously, Like
bit.
school was that what 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
Yeah, 11.
So
yeah.
11,
what?
yeah,
So you're
almost
saying that
12.
that
Wow.
same biz, if you seen that like she's got her shit together, could you wife it out?
Brother, I don't think I could, fam.
Why? Why? Is that pride?
There's
Ego?
But for me,
What is
do you know what?
Let me know.
For me, once I've witnessed or once I've seen a girl move mad like that, brother, what's stopping you from moving mad like that again?
Alright, so what if you
heard
didn't
that.
see that, but then you heard about it later? So
So what? So okay, so I've like she's done her
So
thing
you've heard
back in
you've
school.
heard you've heard in college that she used to be mad.
Burner.
So say
Burner.
so you know so you know that a school like
That's
in
a
the area.
burner, fam.
So you heard that she's a biz back in school, but you didn't hear that until
You're a couple months into a relationship with
You're
her.
settled.
Yeah,
Fam,
yeah,
got settled.
or not even a couple months into a relationship, but like you've heard that in college, and then obviously then you started to get to know her and that,
And she's calm.
and she's
You'd
calm.
forget
And she's
still.
calm.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think for me then that's a little bit different.
I think. Do you know
I think
what?
that's a little bit different because you're going off what people are saying.
But if many people have told
Okay,
you that.
but okay.
Many.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. That's
Do you know what I
sticky,
think? I think
It's a
you'd
bit
forget
sticky.
about it for the time being until you walk past someone that she's pressed, and then they just keep looking like, or they start laughing. That's a burner.
See,
fam.
that was that's mad because that was my biggest fear back in school. Yeah,
Walking past.
fam. Remember, like, okay, my first
School,
ever
girls
proper
were
relationship.
nasty in school, you know.
Brother.
Oh my god! Do you
My
remember that girl
first-
that gave brain to 6 men behind the bins? Remember that video?
Poor girl.
Remember
fam.
that?
Poor girl, man.
My turn.
Set
peak,
it
fam.
all off.
Videos were dark back
I remember
then.
my first ever proper relationship. Yeah, like I'll never forget. One day I was in. I'm from Lewisham, innit? So I was in Lewisham.
Blue Borough.
Corona.
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 I was in Lewisham shopping centre with like my girl at the time, innit? I'll never forget this day, bruv. Gone into Foot Locker now. There's like 2 youths in Foot Locker.
2.
2 youths in Foot Locker, like iron, man. I'm thinking like, raw, fam, like, I know these brothers. I'm like 17, 18, innit? I'm like, raw, like, why are they watching man like that? And I see them starting giggling and that. So I'm thinking like, hang on a second, like, raw, what's funny? Like, man's got something on my face or something. Like, what's the joke? And then I see it, like, my girl at the time looking all nervous and that. So I was thinking like, raw, like, what is really going on here? So I waited now. I was thinking to myself, okay, I think I know what this is. So I've waited until we're back, like, at home. I was like, listen, earlier on.
Oh, was you in school or college? Or
No, he said he was like
yeah,
17,
cool.
18 then.
Yeah, cool.
So like, I was like, wait till we got back home. So I was like, raw, like, earlier on, when we was in Foot Locker, like, see them youths, like, did you know them? Took me like an hour to get out of her, fam. Pressing. Oh yeah, well, I just ended up
She come with attitude. How dare she? How dare she?
Like I ended up just having a quick thing with one of them.
One.
Cool.
Why were both of
But
them
for
laughing?
me though, that's just. I wouldn't say embarrassing, but it's just like
It is embarrassing.
it's kind of humiliating.
Of course
you're,
it is.
you're with your girl and you got man. They're laughing at man like raw, like I used to press your thing, fam.
Okay,
But I used to claw.
Do you know what,
like,
lads? I need to go
For
to
me, fam, it's mad. Like I can't deal with that. Do you know what I mean? Knowing that, I don't know. But then again, you're gonna like people have sex in it. Girls have sex. Guys have sex. There's gonna be
people that are
you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be people that have been with your girl.
yeah.
It's
Which-
inevitable.
yeah. But
Do you know
then,
what I mean?
so you see the fact that obviously like that this person is laughing that they might have pressed your girl or whatever. That's like, so it hurt your ego. Do you think ego is like a big thing, or your pride is a big thing as a man?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I think
think
man
that's
them have a thing of where they it's just that male thing, isn't it? Like, this is mine.
Yeah.
I'm meant to be the
Almost
male
like
figure,
territorial, like.
yeah, it's a territorial, innit, in a
Yeah.
sense. But then sometimes I think to
been
it,
up in my
well, can I
party
go
space
for that
before
way?
me.
So if you walked into Foot Locker now and there's 2 girls giggling and she felt away about it, and then she asked you an hour later when
It's
you
mad
got
that you
home
say
and
that because in my second.
Oh,
like-
go on. Sorry.
Sorry, shall I
Continue.
Shall I continue?
Yes.
Yeah,
Go on.
no, it's mad you say that because in my second, like one of my situations that I've been in, that's actually happened. Like we've gone to a restaurant and there's been like a group of girls. Like I've just gone in with my girl, and there's been a group of girls on a table, and like they've just been like looking over, like staring at me, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
That's obviously made her uncomfortable. Like, and one of them.
But you didn't know these girls?
No, one of them I actually had been within it before.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And for her, she was getting mad uptight, and so I get like, do you know what I mean? Like, girls can get like that as well. They're thinking like, raw, like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
What's the joke? What's funny? Why are they looking at you? Why are they staring at you?
Obviously, they must be looking at you for
a reason. Do you know what I mean? So it works both ways. Do you know what I'm saying? It works both ways. Girls can get like that. Guys can get like that. I think it's a thing of like, with males, it definitely is a pride thing.
Yeah, because I couldn't date a girl
pride thing.
that I know has been about it at a point in time. And usually, like, you know that she's been about it at one point, and then you kind of like, you almost like direct your intention because of that. Yeah. So you know, in the long run, you're not really looking to wife it. But then some men do, you know. That's the other thing, because sometimes you set out with that intention that you're not going to wife her because of, you know, what you've heard. But then a couple months down the line, you're like, you know what, she's calm.
But alright, you don't.
It's so difficult, isn't it?
I don't know, man, because like literally, like for me, like I remember, so I was going out with this girl, and then she. So obviously, you know, as you do, how many people you slept with, whatever, cool. I don't know. How many people you slept with? She said that 6, maybe 7. Cool. Obviously, as the relationship goes on, she starts talking about different exes, like just as a accounting, you know what I mean? Like then it started getting dangerously close to about 5 exes she's spoken about during our time, innit? I was thinking, okay, you know what, you're getting kind of close. Like, how many more stories you got? So like, obviously, then she started talking about more stories, and I was thinking, okay, so we've clearly gone past the threshold now. Like,
gone past the number of stories are not matching up now.
Yeah, like they're not matching up. Like, what's going on? So, like, tell me what's going on. So, I said to you, like, I asked you to tell me how many people you slept with. Let me know, innit? Yeah. So she again, like with what you said, like I was literally just pressing her for ages, like trying to find out how much,
trying to get out some sort of info. Fam.
Yeah, so it turns out it was more than 3 times the number, innit? So like I was like,
what's going on?
So basically I was just saying that a girl that I was with basically told me that a number of people that she had slept with
was one
X,
thing.
Was X, but then it turns out it was 3X or plus.
3 times
surprise,
more.
3 times more as
Surprise.
Yeah. So like literally, so it got to the point where I was thinking, all right, cool. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna chill, and maybe I'm just looking at this wrong. Maybe I'll try to take the high road. I think maybe like she's cool. She seems alright. But then it's like
Man talked himself out of a bad decision.
Yeah, literally.
So and just relax, take time, deep breathe, think about it. Go sleep on it.
Like, wake up. You've got this. You know what? Who's a bad bee? You.
They're not toxic. You are.
And like literally, like, so obviously, I think one time I went to the cinema one time in Odeon, and there's a Nando's there, innit? And then one guy was just looking over, as you said, innit? I was thinking, who's that? She's like, oh yeah, that's one of my exes. And another one who I haven't heard.
Another one
who I haven't heard of, innit? And I was just thinking, how many like? And
ending kind of.
Do you know what? Yeah. And then it came out that like, I just found out that everything eventually, like she'd been trained, she had been everything, and I was I couldn't.
No, that's my worst nightmare. You know, that's actually that's one of my worst nightmares. Is finding out that a girl has been in that situation with multiple guys. I got
like obviously I know that obviously like they brush their teeth and they wash after. But like, I just couldn't believe it.
Like, it bothered me. I couldn't.
Yeah, fam, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the ones that it keeps you up at night, fam. Everyone thinks you slept, but you ain't. You ain't slept.
Man's rocking, Ruben.
Man's not half sleep. He's just feeling like
can't function, fam.
Yeah, you
can't function. I was up all night.
Yeah, fam. Like literally, like you tried to sleep, but literally you passed the time, fam.
Peak, fam.
And it was mad, like that.
Heartbreak as well, you know.
Fam. But yeah, man.
Feel it.
I had to let her go, fam. I had to let her go.
Of course you
Has
do.
to.
What else was you gonna
It
do?
plays on her mind.
What else was you gonna
I
do?
know, fam, but you know, I really tried to be like a big man. I was like, rah, do you know what? At the end of the day, we all had our past.
Big
whatever,
man,
but-
listen. You know, we all
You know
know,
what?
fam.
Alright, let me ask you a
So
question.
even the way she looked back at them, I know she looked back at them a certain way. I know she did.
Do you know what?
Looking
Do you know
all
what?
nervous and
What pissed me off was one time we was in Hyde Park, innit? And like obviously she got drunk and whatever. Yeah.
the
And
spot
like
back
she
in
got
the day.
drunk and then like ended up just kind of almost flirting with some
front of you.
next on, but then acting like I'm gonna be cool with it. And I was like, you know what? From that moment, I know that
Yeah.
this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, no word.
This gonna
That's
work.
wild, fam. In front of you, that's wild.
Yeah,
So
that's
imagine what she's doing behind your
Wild,
back when
fam.
you're not
No
there.
ratings.
Yeah,
Are you mad?
Yeah.
In front of me.
Let me ask you a question, though.
That's
So
crazy, bro.
you see how you told me, you see how like how you said to us like, raw.
That's so
At the beginning, she told man, okay, I've been with X amount of guys, and then later down the line, you find out it was not that, it was times 3.
Yeah, plus. We don't know how. Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, go,
so
go.
silly.
So, if she had come out from the jump and told you, raw, X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, this is this is that,
It's different.
this is him, that's Daryl,
It's different.
That's fucking Jonathan. Like, she just came clean with everything. But obviously, the numbers are high.
It's different,
What
though.
would you have done? Would you have stuck around, or would you be like, no, you know what, later?
I wouldn't have stuck around.
you sure?
I wouldn't have. No.
Quick decision.
Oh shit.
No, I wouldn't have stuck around. But that's because obviously at that time, obviously
Yeah.
I was still very young in it.
Fair.
So I literally would have heard the number. I wouldn't have even needed to know her.
Yeah,
Or
you
I
just heard
wouldn't
the
have
number
got
and
to
been
know
like-
her, and I would have just heard the number and cut. Do you know what I mean? But now, obviously, I got to know her after, and that's what made me think that.
That's
All
what's
right, you know
scary,
what?
though.
Stick
That's
around,
what's scary.
yeah.
She was quite young.
Yeah. she's
And
very-
them
yeah.
kind of numbers, bro.
Yeah, which is mad.
This is what I'm
wild.
saying. This is what I'm saying. Like now, alright, cool.
Outrageous.
You maybe had your mad phase. Cool, you're done. But like,
How old was you?
You know what's so mad, lads? Oh my
going on?
days. Would you be comfortable disclosing information? In
Kind of
terms of
information.
numbers?
Me?
Yeah. Like, cool. So basically, with one of my situations,
It's a situation.
one of my most, I think, yeah, fuck it. With one of my situations, like, obviously, as you do the talking stage, you're getting to, know about the person,
Yeah,
finding
yeah,
out stuff
yeah.
about them.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything's going cush. You're like, yeah, bro, like this thing is for me. Cause, like digging them, the vibe is calm, you two get on well, whatever. And then that question comes up, like, right, how many people you been with, kind of thing. Fam.
Bro, don't ask if you don't want to be upset, innit?
Yeah. Bro, fam.
Touch me.
But it's a thing of that's potentially your girl. You have to ask, fam.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
That's your potential your girl.
Yeah, which is it's understandable why some.
I heard that.
You
No,
need
I was
to
talking
know.
about when they ask you, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
talking about
so
when
you
they
asked
asked
me.
you.
You
I
asked her.
asked her.
Okay,
I was like,
okay,
bro,
okay.
like, how many people you been with, like? And she was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be honest. So when I heard that,
Heard what?
red flag.
fam, there was like 7,000 red flags. I was like, you know, Formula One.
They're doing hard. You know them American dance and them old school R&B videos with the guy dancing.
flags.
Nah, stop.
So I was like, okay. What are you telling me? Like, she was like, oh,
stuttering this time,
She's like, oh,
innit?
13. So I was like, bearing in mind, like, she's kind of young, innit? She's 24 now, innit? So I was like, raw, like, for me, that is a lot of activity.
No, but when did she lose her virginity, though? Because
Fam.
that counts.
Fam, do you really want to know?
Yeah, when?
13.
Hey, cut that out.
No. Because at the end of the day,
Because if you think about it, that's a decent number for. It's not
it's
good.
a decent.
That age.
It's a big enough gap to do what you're doing.
It's a
innit?
big. Yeah.
I could tell you one name right now that she's been with, and you lot would be like, what?
Who?
It's mad.
Are you joking?
Big man thing.
I have to bleep that.
Yeah, have to bleep it still. Have to bleep it, but yeah.
Oh wait, clap then. So you know it.
I know.
Yeah, we'll go through it.
We're gonna go through it.
Cool.
But the thing of like,
What you saying? He blew out our back.
Oh, stop it.
Anyway, carry on.
Mad,
Daniel,
It's mad.
fam.
Drillings.
So it's like,
comfortable.
9:33.
Ah, cool.
So it's like, yeah, flipping. Oh, what was I even talking about now? You lot are throwing
No,
me
no,
off.
no,
no,
so
no,
she's
no,
saying
no,
that her numbers and
Her numbers,
And then
yeah.
she slept with such and such.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So she told me, like, obviously told me
So
the
she
number
says-
now, and I was like to myself, like, raw,
So she
like,
says.
no, like for me, she was being genuine because
Oh,
yeah,
Is she from them sides?
yeah,
Oh, fair.
yeah, from the
Yeah, fair.
So it's like
Was it?
for me, the numbers high as it is. Like you're kind of young and you're telling me like,
That's
it's-
nasty from that beat guy though. Nastiness.
Yeah. Because he's
Oh,
a nasty.
was that he
He's
took
a
her-
big
he took her
man.
virginity.
I'm not sure, but
Nah,
even
'cause that's-
still,
even-
I'm not
even
sure,
then,
but
that's
still,
nasty.
even still, she's under the age
He's a
though.
big- yeah,
Way
yeah.
under, fam.
Big you, bruv.
Whoa.
Cook it, deep it.
Yeah, this is
Are you
mad.
being
This is
serious?
mad.
Hey, we
This
can't.
is
You
mad.
have to
You
edit this
gotta
out, you
bleep
know.
that. They're
You
trying
gotta
to
bleep this,
act,
fam.
man.
But get me.
in trouble.
Get man in trouble.
Word.
Allegations.
Mad.
You see it on the
Yeah,
shade barrel.
you were saying, yeah,
Disclaimer.
obviously she's told you it's X number.
So I was
how
like-
did you feel like after that?
When she said it, I was thinking to myself like,
Yeah.
Raj, you know what? Like I could just cut now because for me that's mad.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I'm not just gonna bypass the vibe we have, the way that we are. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's just like everything's cool.
Everything's
so like,
calm, so I'm not gonna just maybe like that was back then. I'm here now. This is the present. Calm. Say no more. So I kind of just let it run. But it's a thing of in the back of my head, there was always something in the back of my head like raw, like she was slightly that way inclined.
She was, bro.
Do you know what I mean? So what's really stopping her now from being that way inclined again?
Yeah, but this is
you
where
get me?
we have to be adults
I
about
know,
certain things.
but then this is when it becomes techie.
and
See,
the
when it
trust
becomes-
and all of that comes in. Yeah, it's mad.
brother, it becomes very difficult. But having said that, like for me, I'm a guy that, like I've done a lot of stuff in my previous years,
Talk the
innit?
truth, bro.
Yeah, I've done a lot of things. Like, I've been with quite a few girls, so like I've been with girls who've had boyfriends and stuff like that. So it's like
slut.
Disgusting.
I don't even know you anymore.
no, but it's a thing of
I'm joking, yeah, go on.
I was young, innit? I was dumb, so I was just living life to the best I could live my life, literally. Do you know what I mean? So it's a thing of like, when I look back now, I think a lot of my trust issues have come from myself.
Yeah.
Deep. Say it.
Doing things
Speak your thing.
doing things with girls who you've had, like, been in relationships, it's like, raw. Now that I'm trying to settle down and trying to find my wife, it's like, raw.
Is she one of the ones that?
Trying to
has
stop that
touched-
from happening to me.
To me. Because
I heard that.
people say, raw, that could never be being bad. Like, bruv, it fucking could be.
Could
Do
be,
you
fam. Speak, fam.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
not
it's
nice
like,
as
I
well.
do think that
a
comes
lot of
from
my
it, yeah.
issues, a lot of my trust issues, especially when it comes to females, have been my own doing, fam.
Yeah.
The shit I've done back in the day, it's fucked me up,
You being like you're scared of being on the end of that slide tap,
brother.
Your own toxicity.
Brother, I've been.
Your own toxicness. Oh, what's it?
It's mad.
Toxicity.
It's
No,
mad.
I hear that.
It's mad.
Do you know what? I've had the same thoughts, like in terms of like you think like just what, like obviously everything that you've been through everything you've been through like throughout life, innit? Like it's just, you just think to yourself like, rah, that could happen to me, fam. And when you was there enjoying life. You didn't give back eyelid
flying shit.
You didn't give it flying shit, yeah. But like,
backdrops.
boy, like literally, it's just a thing where obviously you were just enjoying life and like.
Trust me,
You
literally.
just go and do your thing.
Enjoy,
innit?
man.
Like, I mean,
Literally that. But it's not until you mature a little bit and then you look back and you take time to reflect.
Realist.
Like, raw.
Realist thing.
I was participating in fucking up a next man's feelings.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's when it becomes technical, and that's when it becomes like raw. Like, I should have done that.
Yeah, and the maddest thing is,
Mad.
there's,
Do you know what I mean?
That's
there's
growth.
going to be guys out there that are dating a girl and they don't know what she's done.
Don't know.
saying.
In her past. And like,
yeah.
on the flip side as well, same thing.
Same thing,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? On the flip side. But, like they're gonna be thinking, yeah, I found the one, and she's been very like she's been practicing her own self love and blah blah blah, and not being taken on that energy. That could be a
genuine change, though.
Because I think true, it can be a genuine change. But I personally feel like all of that sort of stuff is also energy sharing.
That's the key.
And there's a lot of women or men as well that have a lot of people, that have shared a lot of energy with different people.
Sexually,
it's a spiritual thing.
So it's a thing where it's mad. It's so mad. That's why it's just important to be honest, man. Be honest. Be straight up and be honest, yeah. And whatever, if someone handles it after,
gotta be smart about it as well, fam. You can't just be laying down with any and anyone. Like, look.
But hold on, if I told not necessarily you, but like if I told anyone's 21-year-old self this, or not even just say around the area, if I said that you gotta know exactly what you were saying.
Hey, you're not listening to it.
You're not listening to it.
Word.
I'm not gonna lie. I was told this and I was like, alright, cool.
Word.
But I'm enjoying myself.
Word. No, it's true. That's the thing, though. We all, like, as youngsters, we've come from good backgrounds, innit?
Decent.
So, like, we've had figures in our lives that have tried to pass down knowledge and be like, listen, don't do this, don't do that.
And that.
Yeah.
Good morals, yeah.
But I just think it's a thing of being young and being naive and living in the moment.
You're free, fam.
You just surpass that. You don't even listen to that.
Yeah.
Because you're young. You're young. Young people do this stuff on the daily.
If you go mixed school, you're free from then, you know.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a thing of you can have all the advice. You can have all the knowledge. You can have a lot of elders telling you this and telling you that, telling you live your life this way, live your life that way, do good, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, you're still gonna go out there and live life.
Do you know what it is?
Because mistakes same way. Because
if I told you now a phrase that you didn't know the meaning of, I just told you a bunch of words. You're just gonna be like, okay, I hear you. But you're not gonna take it on because you don't understand it.
Of course.
But like literally, like if you then understand what I was talking about later, you could be like, okay, I understand. If I told you a phrase that you literally understood, then you'd be like, alright, cool, I understand that. You know what I mean? And that's just a part of growing up.
Yeah, of course.
You'd be like, I hear that.
I hear that.
Literally.
I like it. I like that.
No, it's true. It's true.
It's mad, fam. It's mad. It's mad. Like,
It's so true.
so just hold on. So actually, I'll do it.
Clap.
Bro, I'll make you something, bro. Am I moving mad?
Yeah. You trying to run it now?
No.